Welcome back to Make It Mondays. And this is the first video of 2024. And today I'm going to be working on a blanket, but before we get to there, let's do the information dump for this year. 2023 was not my best year in uploading videos and being consistent and all of that. There's been a schedule put in place to help that from happening again. The goal is 26 videos this year, so it's going to be one every other week on Mondays, and it's going to rotate between blankets, projects that are commissions or for the Etsy store, and projects that are personal. So for me or for other people in my life where I'm not selling the final product. So that's kind of how this is going to go. But back to what I'm working on today. Today I am taking 2 pieces of the same fleece, and I'm going to be taking this really pretty fuzzy yarn and doing a crochet around the edge, crocheting these 2 together. Relatively normal blanket for me as far as it's not knit all the way around. So this is a standard crochet around the edge blanket. No funny stitches. I'm just connecting the 2 pieces together. But I am doing this as a blanket in a day. So I just prepped the fleece off camera. So it is squared up. It is punched. I have my hook. I have my yarn. And I'm going to turn on a really good movie. And I will be checking back as I am done with each step, letting you know approximately how long everything is taking. This is not to say that I can do it better than you. This is not to discourage you. This is what I can do right now at the start of the year. So I'll be back in a bit to show you the first piece progress. So here I am after the first round of the blanket is done, and I'm 35 minutes into my movie. So this is just the top small section. That's about 18 inches wide by the full 40-inch width. And I have gone all the way around with the skip stitch. So crochet 1 or single crochet, slipped, chain 1. And now I'm going to do a repeating round of that, increasing in the corners so that it will actually go around the corners nicely all the way around one more time. Be back when this section's done, and I'm about ready to start the next one. So here I am, just over an hour in. Both rounds are done for the small section, so this section is getting put to the side for probably about 2 more hours, frankly. And I'm going to be working on the bigger section. And then this is where I am on the yarn. So I am doing from a center pull. The hope is that I won't be all the way through the yellow by the time that I connect the 2. So I'm going to get the first round done, I'll show you where I am, and we'll keep going. So I've gotten around the bottom section 1 full time, and I'm an hour 45 into the movie with plenty of yellow left to finish up the next round of this section and hopefully be able to connect the 2. So I'll be back either at the end of the movie or end of this next round, whichever one happens first. So the first movie's done. It ran about 2 hours. And I am about halfway through the connecting row between the 2 panels. So not bad for a 2-hour movie. This is how much yarn is left. This is going to in fact be a round of yarn chicken, not in the will I get the blanket done version that it normally is with me, but instead I want to use up as much of this yarn as I can. So it's a matter of how many rows outside of the initial 3. So it's 2 rows on each piece. And then I'm going to do 1 round all the way around both pieces for a total of 3. how many more past there do I think I can get? So the last time I played Yarn Chicken, I managed to get 6 rounds total around the whole blanket. I'm hoping for at least 4 this time, just so I can get all the pretty color in there. But I'm going to start up a second movie. I'm going to finish this round. This is what the connecting row is looking like this time. But I'm going to finish this round and do one more round before I come back. But that will give us enough time for me to get a decent way into the next movie so that there's a better time marker, frankly. I'll be back in just a little bit. Well, made it through another movie, but that's because the second movie was only an hour 15. And I've made it all the way around the blanket one more time, plus a little bit more, because I got right to the end of the round within the last 10 minutes of the movie. And I'm not talking the 10 minutes of the credits, the actual last 10 minutes of the movie. So I guess it's time for me to find another movie that's quite a bit longer, because I'm still in yellow, this much yellow left, then all that blue. So I will be back after about 2 more rounds. I'm working on number 4, so I'll be back after 6. And we'll see where we're at, along with where we are time-wise in all of this. So be back in a bit. And the blanket is done, but the ball of yarn isn't. So I got to that point in the ball of yarn and decided to call it good, because the blanket got to 6 rows. So I'm going to get it a little closer to the camera. So that's where the blanket got to. It's a nice thick border on a fleece blanket. So not quite what I was hoping for, not quite what I promised, but this yarn got a lot farther than I thought it was going to. So the rest of this will go for another blanket a little bit later. So I'll wind it into a regular ball and work from it a bit later. This blanket took 5 hours and 30 minutes to finish, which is a bit longer than the blankets normally take for me, but it's also a much thicker border than I normally do. So I'm going to fold this up. It's going to go in my pile that will get finished off with the first round being dropped off, which will be probably at the end of January. So I will see you next time on Make It Mondays, and have a wonderful 2 weeks.